This is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude. And I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting. Sound good?
Alright, sounds good to me.
As of Monday, the copyright, the strikes against my channel should be lifted due to the counter notices that I issued proving that everything was falsified, and the content in question, which is the sub badges for those who subscribe to my channel, should be restored within 10 business days of Monday. So you figure 10 business days is a long time. It's 2 weeks, basically. So I apologize for those who are subscribers. As for the DDoSing, I have a new IP address, so should be good in that regard as well. In reality, the only reason I got DDoS is because I'm an idiot, and over the course of the weekend, I got so upset at the fact that my channel on Twitch was getting repeatedly shut down for the false DMCAs that I clicked on something I shouldn't have clicked on. That's 100% my fault. It's been 5 years since I was last DDoSed, and I was stupid enough to do something dumb like that, and that's 100% on me for being, getting too emotional and doing something stupid. Oh, I'm such a stupid idiot. I'm not going anywhere, alright? No one's gonna beat me into submission. No one's gonna throw me off the fucking internet. It's not gonna happen. I've been through the ringer with all this crap, and I refuse to be thwarted by internet trolls, bad copyright systems, or anything else for that matter, alright? I'm here, and I'm not going anywhere. Let me put it this way. All they're doing is causing delays and annoyances. Doesn't mean that I'm not going to come back with fun stuff for you guys as soon as I can, and I'm not going to give up, alright? Just know that. My attitude is persevere. As you know, my moniker has always been the king of hate, and it's not because I hate on things, like some people like to spin it, because that's never been what it is. It's because when people throw hate my way, when they find ways to try to troll me, to do malicious things to myself, my family members, my business, both in my personal and professional life, when people tell me I'm not good enough to do something, or make fun of me, or whatever, I use all of that as motivation to continue to survive.
He's talking so much. Blah, 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 blah.
Today, I got an email this morning from YouTube Copyright Department. And surprisingly enough, it's not a negative towards me. Guess what? Someone, shockingly here, has been impersonating me. Well, no crap. I got an official email from YouTube stating they feel that there's been a bunch of false copyright takedowns being issued in my name. And, basically they put in a form letter response. And I responded to it saying, yeah, this is not me. So FYI, I don't know how many copyright claims or takedown notices you have in your pipeline under my name, but they're not real. So, there you go. Someone's been apparently doing this, behind the scenes for a long time. And not shocking, right? I think we knew this. People have been saying that this has been happening for months. YouTube finally contacted me about it directly, I guess. And, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. I responded directly to them and said, yeah, this isn't me, so you should cancel any. I basically said cancel them all. I said any copyright claims you've got, that are showing there, cancel them all. Because they're not legit. I didn't issue a single one of them. Now, who knows how many are in the pipeline, right? There could potentially be dozens, if not hundreds of these fucking things. Someone, just putting in my name, my address, because my address is public, right? Just basically putting in general information that's very known about me already on the internet, right? And just putting in these false claims. So, I guess we'll see what happens. But I basically finally just told YouTube, stop this. I didn't authorize any of this. Stop it right now. So I guess we'll see what happens. Hopefully they will cancel it all.
Oh my god, this shocks me.
Or I actually told them, if they actually want to talk about it in a conversation, call me. Because I'd be very happy to talk to anyone at YouTube about these people impersonating me illegally. Because not one of these claims has ever been legit. All that stuff that apparently has been taken down in my name was not me, So hopefully something good will come of this, but I don't know. This just happened this morning. So I guess we'll see what happens. I'll let you guys know if there's any updates. Fair enough?
Oh, I gotta take a sip.
Ubisoft is imploding. Alright? Over the past couple of weeks, so much negative press on Ubisoft as a game development company. Basically, internal stories being revealed of sexual misconduct, misogynistic practices, and really messed up stuff. So yesterday all these stories came out that over the course of the last 10 years that Assassin's Creed basically became their biggest franchise, that people were trying to push for different kinds of protagonists, different kinds of characters in the games, and the upper management of Ubisoft, including the guy who was the head creative guy who they just fired for sexual misconduct, apparently, alright, basically just said, no, we're shooting down any idea that the main character of an Assassin's Creed game would be anything other than a white male, a straight white male, because that's what sells. That's the alpha male mentality, and that's what's going to sell games for us. If you have a main character that's anything else but a straight white male, you'll kill the game, and therefore we need to just have that, okay? What on earth? You know, like, first of all, my feeling here is variety is the spice of life, alright? And to me, doing the same exact thing over and over and over, you know what I mean? You're gonna eventually get stale.
That's like me, right? That's like me.
All this is coming out finally, because with the whole Me Too movement, and now you've got this whole movement of let's get rid of this kind of culture in game development that's going on right now. I mean, it's going on everywhere. It's going on with content creators, game development, everywhere. It was exposed that all this stuff was happening within Ubisoft. The way I see it, the same guy's in charge, right? This is like saying, so you knew there was something wrong with your company for years and years and years. You brushed it under the rug. The same guy's in charge. This reminds me of the Evo situation. Okay. So anyway, it is what it is. We'll see if there's any active change at Ubisoft going forward. That's the hot story for today.
Alright.
Shui1994, who did a 50-bit share. Alright, he said the following. One thing I haven't been able to understand is so many people hate on you, or hated on you in the past because they thought you were taking money from people when you were filthy rich. Now, since everything has come out about your financial situation this year, how could those people still hate you? Obviously, you wouldn't be going through all this if you were rich. They have to feel kind of stupid. Because those people didn't actually dislike me for valid reasons. Those people just dislike me. You understand? They don't actually need a logical or factual justification. It's an emotional feeling. It wouldn't matter what the truth of any situation was. They're just going to dislike me. In fact, a lot of those people have communities based around shitting on me and my life and my content. You understand? There's an entire fucking forum set up where these people just sit there and talk about me all day long. Yeah, that's not an exaggeration. There's streamers who all they do is restream my content. The only reason they have a following on the internet is because of me. See? So it wouldn't have mattered that their narrative for years and years that Phil's a liar and a scammer. He says that he's in financial trouble and he needs people's help, and he talks about it on stream to get people to contribute, and they do, but then he's rich and he's hoarding the money. Now it all comes out, it was all false. It was all bullshit all along. What I was telling you was true. What I was telling you is that, yeah, I had so much debt, all my money got pissed away to debt, and there was nothing I could do. Right now, yeah, a bankruptcy went through, and now I'm trying to basically desperately save up enough money to fix my tax situation. There's so much going on, but that's what people don't understand, is they just think that, like, oh, Phil streams and that money is all cash money to just spend on whatever he wants. No. It's already basically accounted for years that I couldn't even pay taxes because I was in such financial dire straits, and it's going to take me a long time to get out of the hole that I dug myself. It is. It's going to take me a long-ass time. But you guys are helping me concretely. You guys are supporting me, and you guys are, helping with everything that you do. I want you to understand that. Basically, now there may be a light at the end of the tunnel, which is, I've never been able to say that before. But now it looks like there may actually be a light at the end of the tunnel for me. Okay? So that being said, yeah. So the narrative, it's called moving the goalpost. The narrative was always, Phil's a liar and a scammer. He scams everyone. He scams his friends. He scams his viewers. He scams, and he's filthy rich, and people still fall for the scam. Then I filed for bankruptcy, and all of a sudden, all the shit I've been saying over the years has been proven as concretely true. And now the narrative is, oh, Phil's terrible with his money, and Phil blew all his money, and Phil's, don't give him money because he's a black hole. See? The narrative changes.
It's a money pit.
To something to fit their purposes. They can't admit that they were wrong, so instead, they turn it into another negative about me, so they can continue to do their crazy shit on their forums, to do their insane, messed up stuff, and their illegal restreams. This is what they do. It wouldn't matter what happened to me in my life, they still would not like me or admit fault. They would just continue on with the harassment, because it allows them to, guilt-free, do fucked up stuff on a daily basis, continue their crazy communities of nonsense, and essentially get their whatever positivity they get out of doing what they do. You know what I mean? They'll just, and they justify it for the weird. It used to be the justification was
because I was a scammer.
Now it's, oh, well, you see, you shouldn't support him because he's not good with money. It's like, wait, what? Wait, what? You changed your whole story, but yet you justify the same actions with a it doesn't even make sense. Logical people would look at this and say, this is stupid, this doesn't make any sense, you know, but sadly, that's what the reality we live in. These people aren't normal people to begin with. People who do this kind of online constant hate, harassment are not normal people who are well-adjusted. These people have problems to begin with that they're even wasting their time doing it. So it's not shocking to know that even though their entire case for hating on me for the years was blown apart this year, they have other reasons now. It's moving the goalpost, and I don't ever expect it will ever end, because as long as they can find a way to benefit from doing these heinous actions, they're going to keep doing them.
Where's the money go? Where's the money go?
India's Superpower 2020 did 100-bit cheers says, you aren't a scammer who's terrible with money? I mean, what I would say is, am I terrible with money? No.
Fuck you, you fucking greedy piece of shit. Go fuck yourself.
I just made some really bad decisions when I moved out here, assuming that I was going to continue to make the same amount of money. And that's the problem, is I didn't. If I continued to make the same amount of money, because, you know, my YouTube channel not getting fucked up and everything, I would have been okay. But I overspent on credit, and then basically didn't make enough money to keep up with the payments on everything, because I saw a giant dip in income due to trolling activities. Okay? That's really what happened. Am I a scammer? Of course not. Everything I told you guys is true.
Fuck you. No, and I mean that too, sincerely. From me, fuck you.
Except for very few cases where I was trying to protect my own family's well-being. Like, for example, no, I didn't tell you that when I was going out to visit my parents last year that I was getting married when I was out there, because chances are these shitheads would have probably tried to swap the fucking wedding and do all kinds of fucked up stuff. I wanted to protect my family members. So that's why I didn't do that. But, you know, for the most part, everything I tell you guys on stream, especially when it's in relation to this business and everything, is 100% true.
I had to lie about things because I had to protect my family, right?
That's also why I don't tell you guys a lot about my private life at all anymore, right? So there you go. Now, nothing I just said says anything about being compulsive about wasting money, and someone just assaulted me, so, okay, fuck off. What I literally just explained. When I moved out here, I overspent. I racked up a ton of debt on credit cards, expecting I was going to be able to pay them off within 2 years. Then my income took a giant hit because of trolling activity, and because of that, I couldn't pay off the credit cards, and then the interest exploded. I took out loans to try to pay off those credit cards. I couldn't pay the loans off. It just got worse and worse and exponentially worse. And then, when I got to a point where it looked like things were going to get better, then I found out I've been doing my taxes wrong for 3 years because my tax attorney screwed me over. So then that compounded it. It was just thing after thing after thing, and there was no way to get out of it. That's what happened.
Fuck you. You're a liar. That has nothing to do with compulsively spending, you fucking idiot. There was no compulsion of spending. What a dunce. Anyway, let's continue. Doodly, give me $1.30, says I'm going on hiatus. I'm admitted to a psych ward tomorrow. Okay. Well, you probably don't want to share that information, especially if you're being serious. Thanks for the tip, and I hope you feel better. Seriously, I hope you feel better.
A ginormously positive tip. Thank you very much. He says, if you're on a boat and PW does a snow car in the water drowning, you can only save one of them. Who would you save? I would row away and laugh maniacally. Ha 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 ha! Ha 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 ha!
Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone. Just gone like that. In an instant. Fucking gone. I just care about money. I just can't help it. I eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.